Take a couple breaths here as you lie on your mat. Close your eyes. Allow your spine and your hips to rest heavy on the floor. Relax and surrender into the earth. Shift your awareness to your breath as you take those deep belly breath inhales through the nose. And long, audible exhales out through your mouth. Release your shoulders and your arms. Keep your awareness on your body. Try and be as relaxed as you can here. And embrace every pain, every sensation. Give it the attention it requires this morning. Breathe. Take one more breath in through the nose and out through your mouth. Gently seal your lips. Just breathe through the nose here. We're going to come into a supported bridge pose. So you're going to take your prop and we'll place it underneath the sacrum. So inhale to send your hips up to the ceiling and gently place your block, folded blanket, or pillow under your hips. Rest the hips on your support. And remember, it should be as comfortable as possible. You want that support to rest on the sacrum, that flat bone on the lower back. Come back to your breath and relax your hips. Trust in your support here. Be completely in tune with your body. Maybe send your legs out long if you'd like to intensify and really open up through the hips. Remember to relax and surrender in this restorative hip opening pose. Send the breath to the hips. Allow your feet to splay open naturally. Keep your awareness on your pelvis here. Maybe find a different arm placement. Arms can come out to a T or maybe up overhead. Allow your shoulders to rest on the mat. Continue to breathe in your stretch. We're going to stay here for about 3 to 4 more rounds of breath. So maybe change up the arm placement if you'd like to, or find stillness in the pose that you're already in. Find one more round of breath as you are. As you inhale, gently plant your feet and bend the knees. Exhale your arms back down to either side of your body. We're going to inhale to remove your support. Hips come up to the ceiling very gently. And remove your support from underneath. Use a full exhale to release your spine and your pelvis back down to the mat. And just rest here in constructive Savasana for a couple of breaths. Give your hips time to adjust. Don't forget those deep breaths through the nose. Shift into a reclined bound angle pose or Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together on your mat as your knees gently splay open. Maybe use your blocks or your blanket for support under the knees if you need to. Relax your legs and allow gravity to assist with your stretch. Send the breath to the inner hips, to your thighs. Feel the heaviness of your pelvis. This time as you inhale, go ahead and hug yourself. So bring the arms up towards the chest, cross one over the other, and reach back for the shoulder blades. Exhale, surrender the shoulders into the mat. And just breathe here. Use your inhale to gently unwind the arms and switch the placement. Bring the opposite arm on top. Exhale to find that hug again. Reach back for the shoulders and relax into the floor. This time as you inhale, gently unwind your arms. We're going to exhale for a cactus pose. So bring your elbows in line with your shoulders and just allow your arms to rest on the earth. Scan your body and make sure that every part is relaxed. Sometimes the pelvis likes to push up. Try and bring the spine back down to the mat. Just take another round of breath as you are. Gently bring your arms to rest back down to either side of your body and face the palms down. Use an inhale to gently plant your feet and bring your knees back to center. Heel toe your feet to the outer edges of your mat and allow your knees to fall into center. Come out as far as you need to feel that stretch. Remember, the feet are planted on the floor. Don't press the knees together, but just relax and allow them to rest naturally. Breathe through the stretch. Find one more full round of breath here. Inhale to tiptoe your feet back into center. Make sure the tailbone is tucked under and the spine is flat on the mat as you come back to constructive Savasana. Reclined half cow face pose. Simply cross the right leg over the left and really plant that left foot into the mat here. Now you can stay here if you feel a deep enough stretch. Otherwise, gently pull the legs in, pull those knees in towards the chest, and reach down for your shins or even the ankles. Now that left foot needs to come in towards the right hip, but make sure that both hips stay firmly planted on the mat. And we're going to stay here for several rounds of breath, so don't worry, maybe you need to take a few breaths and open up through the hips before you come into a more intense version. You know your body best, so do what works for you. Close your eyes, shift your awareness to that right hip. Recognize the sensation in the hip that the stretch provides. Relax your legs and pull the knees into the chest. Use your exhale to gently release the hands and plant your left foot, but keep the right leg crossed at this point. And we'll shift into a reclined figure four. Just bring that right ankle below the left knee and open up the right knee to the side of your room. Left foot is about in line with your hip and firmly planted on the ground. Stay here or pull that left leg into the body. Try and keep your hips and your legs in line with one another. Sometimes that right knee likes to shift out, pull it back in, and notice how it intensifies your stretch. Settle into your pose. Maybe find some ankle rolls on that left foot or stillness. We'll take 2 more rounds of breath here. Use your exhale to release your hands and plant the left foot. And gently plant the right foot. Constructed Savasana. Now you can stay here for a breath or two, or find that counter stretch for the hips, where the feet come out and the knees fall into center. Just take another round of breath. Come back to constructive Savasana. And find your cow face pose. Left leg crosses over the right this time. Right foot is planted firmly. Pull the knees into the chest or stay as you are. Right foot comes in towards the left thigh or hip. Pelvis and spine are planted on the mat here. Focus on your breath. Relax and surrender into your stretch. Take one more deep breath in and hug the knees in. Gentle exhale to release your hands and plant the right foot. Left leg stays crossed. And make your way to your figure four pose. Left ankle comes below the right knee as the left knee opens up. Right foot is planted in line with the hip. Pull that right leg into the chest if you did so on the other side. Shift the hips and make sure they are in line with your knees or the legs. Keep your eyes closed and shift your awareness to that left hip. Recognize the sensation in the hip that the stretch provides. Actively release the thighs as you hold the stretch. Find some ankle rolls in that right foot if you did so on the other side. Otherwise, rest in stillness. Deep breath in, pull the legs in a little bit deeper. Exhale, gently release your hands and plant your right foot. And plant the left foot. Either rest in constructive Savasana or heel toe the feet out and allow the knees to fall to center. Deep breath here. Come back to constructive Savasana. And exhale, hug both knees into your chest. Breathe. Gently rock or come up to a seated position. We're just going to cross that right leg in front of the left here. Sometimes it's easier for people to sit on a block or a blanket under the hips. You're welcome to do that again as we stay here in our practice for the next few minutes. Gently shift back and plant the tailbone as the shoulders come in line with the hips. Just rest your shoulders, maybe cross your hands, and just rest them here. Close your eyes. And take a breath. Find some neck rolls to the right. Inhale back and exhale forward. Try and have a nice slow motion here. Find one more neck roll here to the right. And gently switch and roll the neck to the left. Try and keep the body stationary and just move your neck. One more neck roll to the left. And come back to center. Shoulders are relaxed. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, turn the head all the way over that right shoulder. Back through center. Exhale, turn the head over the left shoulder. Deep breath, inhale to center and tilt the head back to gaze up. Full exhale as you tilt forward and tuck your chin in and gaze down to the feet. Now just stay here for another round of breath. Release the pelvis. And come back to neutral. Tall spine, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gaze over the left shoulder. Center on your inhale. Exhale, gaze over the right shoulder. Full breath, inhale to center and tilt back to gaze up. Full breath, exhale as you tilt forward and tuck your chin to gaze down. Rest here for another round of breath. And gently come back to neutral. And take about 3 to 4 shoulder rolls back. Inhale, send them up. Exhale, roll them down and back. Find that movement in the arms here. Ooh, feeling that this morning. And shift and roll them forward. And come back to stillness at center. Inhale, send the arms up overhead and bring the gaze up to the hands. Exhale, find a twist to the right. Right hand back behind, left hand wraps around your thigh. As you exhale and surrender into that twist, see if you can't turn the head to gaze back. Stay here for another round of breath. Find your inhale through center as the arms rise up overhead, gaze comes up. Use the full exhale to twist to the left. Same thing, gaze to the back of your room. Take another round of breath. Inhale through center and reach the arms up overhead. Exhale to hinge at your hips and fold forward. Remember, the most important part is a tall spine. So don't curve the spine in and see how far down you can go, but rather how you can stretch and open up through your hips and the spine at the same time. You know your body best, so stay on the hands or maybe come down to the forearms. Tuck your chin slightly to keep your gaze down to the earth. Don't strain the neck. And breathe. One more round of breath here. We're going to hinge at the hips and tiptoe your fingers in to rise back to center. Exhale to sit back. Gently switch legs. Bring that left leg out in front or on top. Find that flat and even seat as you shift the shoulders back in line with the hips. Interlace your hands and place them in your lap. Close your eyes. Take a breath. Begin with your neck rolls to the left. Use the breath. One more neck roll here to the left. Switch and find the rolls to the right. One more time to the right. Come back to center. Relax the shoulders. Deep breath in to lengthen. Exhale, turn to gaze over that left shoulder. Back to center, deep breath. Exhale to gaze over the opposite shoulder. Inhale to center, tilt the head back. Go as far back as you can. Open up through the throat here. Full exhale to tilt and tuck the chin as you gaze down. And take a breath. Come back to neutral. And we're going to flow through that again. This time I'm going to let you follow your breath. So tall spine, inhale. Exhale, gaze over the right shoulder first. Make your way over to the left. Use your inhale to tilt the head up first. And your exhale to tilt down. Remember, follow your breath. Take your time. Meet me back at center. Find your shoulder rolls forward this time. And backwards. Back to center. Deep breath, inhale, reach the arms overhead and bring the gaze up. Exhale, twist to the left first. Take a breath or two here to surrender into that twist. Gaze to the back of the room. Press the hips down. The pelvis into the floor. Deep breath, inhale through center, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center, arms rise. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Try and keep the sit bones rooted down on the mat. Don't shift too far forward. Tuck your chin and gaze down. Stay here for another 2 to 3 rounds of breath. Use your inhale when you're ready to rise. Tiptoe the fingers in. Sit back and lengthen through the spine. Come onto your back and rest in Savasana or constructive Savasana pose. Close your eyes. Tuck the chin to lengthen through the back of your neck. Unfurl your brow. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Release your jaw. And seal your lips. Find a natural, steady breath through the nose. Shift your awareness to your shoulders and the shoulder blades. Shine your heart up to the sky. Relax the shoulders and the arms. Take a deep breath, inhale through your nose. Use a full exhale to actively release your spine into the mat, vertebra by vertebra. As you shift your awareness to your pelvis, release it into the floor. Allow the bones to rest. Release your thighs and your knees. And allow your legs to splay open naturally. Pause in gratitude for your practice, for your effort. For giving yourself this time to rest. And take the next couple of minutes to rest in stillness. I'm still here with you. Stay here in your Savasana as long as you would like to this morning. Thank you for being here with me today, this week, for practicing with me. Today, I leave you with the mantra, Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. May this world be established with a sense of well-being and happiness. Namaste.